The ocean can be a beautiful and calm place. However, it can become devastating. Today we'll show you some historical success where the sea unfolded all its wrath, becoming tsunamis that destroyed complete cities in just a few seconds. Join us in this almost infernal adventure. 2010 Chile earthquake tsunami. We begin this list with one of the worst contemporary tragedies, because on February 27, 2010, an almost 4-minute earthquake reached a scale of 8.8, causing a devastating tsunami. This mortal duo ended the life of 500 people and left 9% of the population homeless. This earthquake was so violent that 53 countries had tsunami alerts. The president at that time, Michel Bachelet, declared a state of emergency and sent rescue troops to every area of the country. The damage caused by this tragedy cost around $4 and $7 million in material losses. Great Yaeyama Tsunami. Continuing our list, we name one of the most affected zones by this kind of catastrophe. We are clearly referring to the land of the rising sun, Japan. This disaster happened on April 24, 1771, caused by an earthquake which began in a zone actually known as Okinawa, at the south of the country. The magnitude of this tsunami affected the Ishigaki and Miyakojima Islands, where almost 12,000 people died and more than 3,000 were left homeless. Because of how old this event is, the information of this event isn't completely correct. There are legends that say that there is an island that disappeared because of the strength of this tsunami. However, this was never confirmed. Nature's fury was so relentless that the population on those lands reduced by a third. Also, the agriculture in that zone was extremely damaged because of the high water levels. 1792 Unzen earthquake and tsunami. A few years after the last tsunami, in 1792 to be exact, another tragedy would hit this Nippon country. That date, a volcano known as Mount Unzan erupted, becoming the most lethal volcanic eruption in the whole of Japanese history. To double its mortality, it also caused a mega tsunami that had waves of 33 and 66 feet in height. It's estimated that 15,000 people lost their lives, being Higo and Shimabara City the most affected zones. The volcanic eruption was so strong it made the waves grow up to 187 feet in height. 2011 Tohoku Tsunami. This horrible tsunami happened on March 11, 2011. Everything started with a magnitude 9 earthquake, whose epicenter was the Tohoku region, producing giant waves of approximately 33 feet in height. The huge walls destroyed everything in their path and took the lives of 15,000 people. Although Japan is a country that has constant preventions against earthquakes and tsunamis, they never expected a tragedy of this magnitude. The total amount of damage done was around $350 billion. 1896 Sanriku earthquake. On June 15, 1896 on Sanriku's coast, the returning of the soldiers from the First Sino-Japanese War was being celebrated in pair to a religious festivity. Sadly, the happiness turned into infinite pain chains when the first wave of the tsunami came to the zone and ended the history of this place. The high tide increased the strength of this calamity and took the lives of 22,000 people, destroying 11,000 homes, especially in the zones of Iwate and Miyagi. With 98-foot waves, a lot of reports say it also affected China's coast, causing the deaths of more than 4,000 people. The number of injured were extremely high, and a lot of them were found with broken bones and, in the worst-case scenario, with mutilated articulations. No doubt this was a tragic day for this Oriental country.